The Scarecrow's Hat, written and illustrated by Ken Brown. And it's not two scarecrows. That's an apostrophe S, which means the hat is going to belongs to Scarecrow. Scarecrow is a compound word. It's the word scare and crow together. And together it makes a new word. Here's the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow's hat. We're setting up what maybe the scene may look like there. And we have the title page, which is the title of the story and who it's written by and illustrated by. That's a nice hat, said Chicken to Scarecrow. Yes, it is, replied Scarecrow, but I'd rather have a walking stick. I've been standing here for years now, and my arms are so tired, and I would love a walking stick to lean on. I'd swap my hat for a walking stick any day. Now, Chicken did not have a walking stick, but she knew someone who did. "Oh, that's a nice walking stick," said Chicken to Badger. "Yes, it is," replied Badger, "but I'd rather have a piece of ribbon. It gets hot and stuffy underground, so I prop my door up with my stick, but I'm always tripping over it. If I had a ribbon, I could tie the door open. I'd swap my walking stick for a ribbon any day." Now, Chicken didn't have a ribbon, but she knew someone who did. "That's a nice ribbon," said Chicken to the Crow. "Yes, it is," said Crow, "but I'd rather have some wool. My nest is on this high stone ledge, and it is very hard. I'd have some warm, soft wool to line it with. I'd swap this ribbon for some wool any day." Now, Chicken did not have any wool, but she knew someone who did. "That's a nice wool coat," said the Chicken to the Sheep. "Yes, it is," replied Sheep, "but I'd rather have a pair of glasses. I have to keep a lookout for the wolf, and my eyes are not as good as they used to be. I really need a pair of glasses. I'd swap some of my wool for a pair of glasses any day." Now, Chicken did not have a pair of glasses, but she knew someone who did. "That's a nice pair of glasses," said Chicken to the Owl. "Yes, it is," said Owl. "My old ones broke, so I had to get a new pair. But I'd rather have a blanket. The sun streams through my windows and keeps me awake all day, which would matter if I had a good thick blanket to sleep under. I'd swap my glasses for a blanket any day." Now, Chicken didn't have a blanket, but she knew someone who did. "That's a nice blanket," said Chicken to the Donkey. "Yes, it is," replied Donkey, "but I would rather have a few feathers. The flies drive me crazy, buzzing around my ears. My tail isn't quite long enough to flick them away. But if I had some feathers tied to the end of it, I could swat them easily. I'd swap my blanket for a few long feathers any day. Hmm. Do we know someone now who has feathers? Quick as a flash, Chicken pulled one, two, three of her longest feathers and she tied them to the donkey's tail. Donkey was delighted and he was true to his word and he swapped the blanket for the feathers. Chicken took the blanket to Owl and wrapped and swapped it for glasses, the old ones, of course. She took the glasses to Sheep, who swapped them for wool. She took the wool to Crow, who swapped it for her ribbon. She took the ribbon to Badger, who swapped it for the walking stick. Finally, she took the walking stick to the Scarecrow. With a grateful sigh of relief, he leaned his tired old arms on the stick and he gladly swapped it for his battered old hat. Chicken took the hat and filled it with fresh, sweet smelling straw. Now, as we've been reading this book, you've been wondering, what did the chicken want that hat for? She was smart, she was clever, she was able to get it and give everybody else what they wanted. Why did she want the hat? Let's find out. That's a nice hat, said Duck. Yes, it is, said Chicken, and I wouldn't swap it for anything. Now, what do you think she is doing in this hat? Why was it important for her to make a nest and sit in her nest? What do you think? I know what I think, so you're going to have to tell me what you think. The end.